Yeah, also, those electro pigs, they phase in and out. Hey there, this is Cole Ross here with another episode of Hexcrank Live. I don't know why I saw fit to say my full name there, but you know. We're going to be finishing up Amnesia, a Machine for Pigs. John Hummel in the chat asks, wait, I'm a vegetarian. Is it okay if I watch this game? No, or yes, it is okay if you watch this game. In fact, it will make you feel much more comfortable about your decision. So let's get started. We are playing as someone named Oswald Mandis. He is descending further into a gigantic meat processing factory. Put an asterisk on that. That has been sabotaged. He has a mysterious voice that is talking to him, and he also has some phonographic evidence of his past self prior to amnesia and some strange going-ons that are related to the events of the first Amnesia game and kind of the overall cosmology. So yeah, last time I just got through the sewers where all of the waste is kept and the gas is harnessed to help power the machines.
You seem to have undergone quite a profound conversion in Mexico, Mr. Manders.
You could not have seen it yourself and not, Professor. As we disembarked, even through my fever, I saw the detritus of this so-called progress. I saw starvation and disease, rot and destruction polluting the waters of the Empire. We are ruiners, you and I, and all of us, and we make the world unclean.
And you took it upon yourself to act as Redeemer.
Professor, I would not be so presumptuous. I am merely a conduit. I am constructing an architecture to wrestle our damnation to the ground and smother it with steam.
So yeah, those phonographs are records of Mandis's conversations with a psychologist in his social circle who has come by to see how he's doing after the loss of his wife, Lily, I believe her name is. Also, hello, Jala. Saying she's going to be worked to the bone this month. When the lantern flickers like that, that means there's an enemy around.
I said you'd come.
A pigman. Let's see, the pump rooms. This must be the bilge pumps. I am at the heart of the saboteur's efforts. In order to keep his flood in place, he must have disabled these vast pumps. But he was clearly rushed. Thus far, he has left most of his work incomplete. His clumsy efforts reduced to simply switching off all he could find. If I can locate the controls, the remedy will be simple. More invisible water demons.
Ahead, the trickled to still waters. I dragged myself deeper into the temple, downward ever, towards a wind that held the voices of my children, beckoning me to set them free.
There was some blood down there that disappeared. Oh. Hi there, Salt Ranger. Oh, they're not going to give me a catwalk forever. So yeah, I'm streaming on a non-standard night. Today is Sunday if you're watching this afterwards, because I'm going to be away for the next 2 weekends, likely. First, to close on my new house, and second, to move into my new house. So, I don't like being away, but it is unavoidable. So that seems like a way forward. Although maybe... Have I been back here before? Ah! Oh no. Hi, friend. Oh. Here it comes. Oh, there's many of them. There are many electric water demons. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. We're getting down toward the bottom of the diagrammed portion of the facility. There's more below that, though. So, I need at least one more wheel. Hey, D-Pool. Welcome. Okay, what is this hooked up to? Uh-oh. Whoopsie daisy. Shit. Literally shit. That's what that is. Helpful hint. Well-timed hint. Huh. Is there something that I missed when I fell down there? Or was that just a spook 'em up scare? I think maybe by turning on that pump, by fixing it with the gears, I have left myself with an out. I think I may have drained the room where my invisible friends were. What am I missing? Is there a ladder? Okay, there are no valve handles that I can turn. Here we go. Yes, I did drain the water just enough so that my little electrical buddies will not climb up my ass. Oh. Another decontamination chamber. Probably warranted. What's this? March 15th. Curled into my bunk, all sick and sweat-ridden. They clean my room about me, but I can only hear the voice from within, that gentlest of stones. It sings to me, and I dream of a great machine. We will build a new world from the ruins of the old. We will plant flowers in the rotten ribcage and let them grow to hold the sky from falling. I remember how it whispered to me as we rolled sick and heaving. And I remember when we pulled into the Southampton, and we both wept, for it was every bit as much a desecration as had been sung to me. And then we came to London, and I set it upon the mantelpiece, and went into the house and gathered the servants and set on recrafting them. And then I went into the garden and buried those tiny shattered skulls under the weeping bulges of the rhododendrons. Yeah, he went to Mexico. Guess what made him a convert? He found an orb. And when they first said, "Daddy," my heart was molten, as if blood frozen upon the ground were held up to the sun to thaw and slop. And they were inseparable, always together, one soul in two bodies, and my love was all-consuming. I would die for you, I whispered to their sleeping faces. I would kill. I would set this world to ruin to protect you. I have fought through dark tunnels, great engines, the foulest of beasts. Yet I have set my covenant and drained this flood, and I am come for you now, my darling boys. So yeah, this is where we start seeing the real forbidden shit.
And came then to London, and you set me upon a mantelpiece, and then you went into the house and gathered the servants, and we set you and I on recrafting them, and then you went into the garden and buried those tiny shattered skulls alone. For your children, Magnus, to spare them the world you have created. For us all.
A giant mechanical heart beneath even the sewers of the sewers. So something tells me I need to get in there.
God, dear Christ, what is this place?
Hey there, Jellister.
I tried so hard. I will uphold my promise. I will always protect them for you. My eyes are your eyes. My heart is your heart. I will rip them loose from this rotten world and set them to burn, all to save them.
I'm inside a TIE fighter. Pew pew. Okay. How do I start this thing back up? Oh. Is this a ladder? Let's see what my journal has to say. Nothing. Okay, the rod control room. Like nuclear rods?
And they feel no pain. The process is completely humane.
Humane, Professor? Don't we judge the acceptable level of suffering by the human condition? Ask the beggar, Professor. Ask the orphan. Ask the whore. Ask the starving, Professor. The weak,
Professor.
the sick, the filthy. Ask them to define your humane.
Okay. Oh, that's a lot of... Huh. Let's see if there's something to reference before I just start flipping stuff. Oh, wow. Usually they don't put solutions that far away from where you enter them. Oh, well. Oh. Okay. 3 is inoperable. Huh. The bastard has been here too. This is the epicenter of his meddlings. So not the center. Good. This is where it began, and this is where it will end. I will seek the source of this obstruction, and I will render this sabotage impotent once and for all. So let's go down and find Rod 3. Danger, Compound X. Highly flammable, highly corrosive, highly toxic. Okay. This makes sense. Ting. Now to find the ignition controls and start the machine once more. Elated, I stride forth upon these catwalks. I am coming, my darlings. I have almost saved you. Yeah, here's the thing about that almost.
Quickly, the air is thin. No little voices tell. No, Manders. They suffocate. They suffocate.
Daddy!
Now, Manders. Set them free. Set them all free.
Who's they? What is all of them?
I live. I breathe again. I rise. I will rise to bleach the sky and still the water.
Uh-oh.
Spin the world wheel and set the future upon the path to redemption.
Where are my children? You promised me my children!
My time is come. More pig. More pig.
Boys.
So all of that talk about making a new god, yeah, that wasn't hypothetical. And yeah, Mandus killed his own kids.
And, emerging, I raised my head to an uncaring sun, and I cursed this world of pain and despair. This civilization built on the ricketed bones of the unfortunate, on the greed and swell of mammon and empire. Cradling a stone egg in my jacket, I kissed my children farewell, and I crawled my way home.
He had an epiphany. He's an industrialist. He's an inventor. And he saw all of the evil that did. Can a man construct himself anew? Can a man, on realizing who he is, on what he has become, tear himself apart, down to the bricks and begin again? Our souls are just this, tiny cogwheels and clockwork, and intricate machines to serve a function that, upon reflection, we might set to a new task. Can a man, defined by his actions, defined by that which he now finds abhorrent, set to sabotaging this body, his machine, until those children of his soul turn in new motion, and he may awake to a new sun, a new year, a new century, with hope in his heart. As I reach my hands to the exposed wires, I ask myself this: is redemption possible for such a creature as I? And if not, then surely better to die amongst my creations than to continue to live as a monster. Seeing the evil of industrialization, the horrible poverty, the crushing inequality, the filth and pollution, just the complete degradation, he set about using the orb and using the tools of industrialization to tear it all down. Okay, so I need to find a way to shut off the steam vents.
Where are they? Where are my children?
Why do you ask, Mandus? You know the answer well enough.
Children really are the most wonderful, useful creatures. The unfortunates from the orphanage have proved indispensable in cleaning the larger steam pipes. It appears that matter from the slaughtering process may indeed vaporize at source, but drifts like dust through the air and lodges in the pipes, causing them to foul. Periodically, we shut the pressure down and send one of our pixies into the pipes to scrub the reconstituted fat away. Armed with just a shortened broom, our little explorers venture into the dark. Of course, we can only keep pressure down for a short period, so they must be fast or they risk being trapped and boiled by the superheated vapors when they rush back into the system. Then we will be sending their comrades in afterwards to scrape free the cooling mess. The survivors tell me you can reach all manner of places within the complex through the pipes. I smile, tell them I am so proud, and then feed them to the pigs. So, my new task is to shut this thing down by hook or by crook. Whereas before, I had placed fuses. Now I take them out. What's funny is I'm just redoing the sabotage that I undid.
What are you doing, little piggy? Do you think I will allow you to sabotage me again?
I want my children, you unholy bastard!
Here we go. Back where all the pixies went. Pixies.
Will it hurt them?
A cleansing fire always burns, little Mandus, but it purifies and it makes anew. Did it hurt to carve out the fevered flesh? Did it hurt to cut free the gangrenous foot? Ask instead this. Can we save them?
When did I say that? That is not me. That is not me!
There is a spoon of medicine, I says, and it's a silver spoon, what you did get born holding. Ever so painful for mummy dear, but grasped so hard it was in a screaming little red fist. Later you used your spoon to dig a hole in the garden to get all the way to Mexico, and then you did eat worms with your spoon on the way to stay fat. This spoon was the same you gave your twins. Then you used it to dig a hole to their clockwork souls, and you ate up their hearts like soup on the way to keep you fat. Fat little mole, where will you dig next, I asks? You and your little silver spoon made from the silver spine of your children, and wrapped in the hair of your dearly departed. Dear sweet Jesus, my darling Lilibeth, what have I become? Okay, so we got a pig man on the loose. All right. More steam blocking the way. There must be controls. Okay, let's try going up the... oh, wait. There are more of these. Oh, shit. Yep, Pigman coming. Oh, a bunch of them. What's the journal say? All right, into the pipes and out of the engines. Now quickly through the pipes before the pressure returns and they fill with boiling corrosive steam. I sense the machine snarl itself about me. Its unholy, inhuman mind coil and slick and send its dark tendrils through its conduits to repair the damage. I will return to the streets. I will fetch help, and I shall lead the people upon the factory, burn it to the ground, and seal this evil place underground forever.
This is your doing, Magnus. This is what you dreamt it to be.
I will stop you. I will save them.
You are too late. It begins. My work has begun. Kill them, my piggies. Kill them all.
Good night, Jellister. Of course, all the offal we cannot sell from our system is donated to the workhouse, making them perhaps the best fattened unfortunates in the whole of London. I think I'm closer to the surface. Whoa. Bunch of pigs. I hear gunfire. So yeah, when
Oh God, no, what have I done?
the machine said, "Go, my piggies," yeah, all of those pigmen that they were making with Compound X.
Magnus, I know you're out here. I own this city. I am this city.
No! This is not what I meant! This is not what I meant at all!
No one misses the poor. Round up some orphans and all the world will thank you for it. Disappear a whore and a gentleman applauds you. Cull a beggar and a lady walks safely again. I hate them. I hate them more than any of the others. This privilege, this pretension, these so-called leaders, these pillars of society, these rich and fanciful. They wear their filth on the inside, but they are no less dirty. I have plans for them all. We will feed them, and then we will feed from them. So yeah, Mandus. You know, not just processing the poor for food. He also took out his disgust on the rich, the so-called city fathers. So yeah, what we got ourselves here is a...
Redeem yourselves. Redemption is at hand. Enter the cleansing and set your souls free.
We've-
You are powerless against and die as pigs. By redemption, can you ascend to the skies and claim the heavens as your kingdom? Fall on your knees. Ashes, bones and ashes. For the pile will reach critical, and we can have such a burning that this city will shine as a beacon of redemption for the world!
Let's see what the journal says. London's burning. God forgive me. What have I unleashed? I stand and smell the burning city. I see ash upon the wind. I hear the roars of the sickening beasts and the screams as they fall upon the city and drag its people below for the slaughter. Now I begin to understand what the other composite ingredient of Compound X must be. And I also understand this. It is my responsibility now. I must find a way back to the heart of the machine and complete what I started. Huh. What is the way forward? Oh wait, shit. Oh, I can't believe I just walked a circle back to the beginning. Well, I can believe it. Not gonna lie to you. I stand and look at myself in the mirror, penis in hand as my reflection grins at me and his mouth is full of sulfur mustards. Vain fool, he sneers. Are you really so different? Do you genuinely believe your works of evil are any greater than the rest of them? You are simply a weak man, a product of his age, same as any other. This is empire, cretin. This is the killing idiocy, the natural result of this social Darwinism. If you are evil, then this world is evil. You just let the blood run in the street rather than hiding it in the poorhouse. You hold the blade and slide it home yourself. You do not pay a man to do this for you where you cannot see it. If you are evil, at least yours is an honest evil, that alone makes you Ubermensch. And thus I wash my hands and take to bed.
Do you hear me, Mandus? This is what you planned.
Hey there, Alex.
A machine
Amnesia! Where are my children? Where are my children?
Let us not be coy. I will not let us drag this corpse of civilization into a new century. Come New Year's Eve, I will fling the last switches and unshackle the full power of the machine. John Hummel, my children have a first name, it's OSCAR. They also have a second name, it's DEAD. Oh, okay, well, yeah, didn't quite fit the meter, but yeah. Now, from up in the streets, there are too many of these damnations, these beasts loose on the street, to all have come from the engine rooms. As I emerged, I counted 3 of the damnable pneumatic lifts, which suggest the machine has been planning this for some time, smuggling routes to the surface all about this neighborhood. If my bearings are correct, beyond the alley I should stand directly over the ignition rooms. So yeah, we're heading back to the heart. Counterattack! I have returned, an angel of vengeance, a saboteur once more. I will find a way to stop this vast enterprise of slaughter. Enough destruction opened the heart before. Confuse the machine enough to spring its locks and secret doorways. I must cause it great shock, stab its eyes, poke hot wire into its ears, hammer to its teeth, and push glass into every orifice. Then it will gasp, and in that gasp, I will scuttle into its throat and stab its heart from the inside. Thank you for subscribing, Salt Ranger. No naked flames, no unshielded electrics. So before I used the spotlight, to cause a reaction with the compound X. Ooh, big man. Let's see what the journal has to say. This electrification must be lethal to the touch. Now to confound the machine and flood the system. This time not with sewage, but boiling, sparking, liquid death. Okay, I might need to find a way to break that glass. Possibly. Thank you, Jackson, for subscribing there.
Will they be free? Yes, my friend. Drained and bled and freed from the prison of the flesh. free to ascend as smoke to the stars.
And the good, the worthy. How will we save them?
Show me these worthy, Mandus. Show me these good. I do not see them.
Yeah, all have been judged unworthy. All right. It's everyone's favorite YouTube channel, the Everything Shredder. Whee! Okay. Man, destroying this thing is much better than much more fun than fixing it. Okay. So I sabotaged those gears, and I think that maybe that flooded this area? Good. That means when I electrify that compound X, we're gonna get ourselves a bacon cook-off. Here we go. Flood it with sizzling electric death. Zap. Okay, let's close the coolant pumps.
I know what you fear. I will rain excrement into your very soul. I will destroy you.
You are too late, Mandus. My great works are almost begun.
See, here's the thing about that almost. Walking away from those temples, that small pile of stones under the rhododendrons, the skulls of innocents under the loose-clawed, headless ribcages in the cold stone behind the altars, 3,000 miles apart. I trace back my life to this instance. Rain channels eroded in ancient stone. The toxins are already in this damp, this falling water. I hack and retch and vomit into the sink and grasp the bowl with both hands and stare. There in the plug hole, as clear as day, a toy spine, clockwork and intricate, like a child's spine, but clockwork. How could that be? How could a child's spine be made of clockwork? I washed it carefully and placed it onto the mantelpiece, by the egg I laid myself, under the garden where the children's skulls are buried. I call it my Mexico. Is he in there playing poker? What's he doing? Oh, he's playing with toys. Oh, Jala's drawing a nipple. What does that?
here again, at the foot of those stairs, towards the red light of the nursery, sunset in the window like a bleeding sky, the horizon a slit throat, the seeping dark to drain the guilt from us. I am the jaguar-faced man. I am the feathered serpent. This priesthood is mine.
I can meet him, your great engineer. How marvelous. I must say, Mr. Manders, my excitement is almost unseemly.
Yes, I can see that. Step this way, Professor. I will be right behind you.
Manders? Manders, where the devil are you? I can't see a damn thing. Manders! We are the pig, Professor. We are all the pig.
Hey, kids. Oh, I made you a room down here so you could be with Daddy when he works. You have something to show me? Oh, your hearts. Well, this is the heart of it.
I climb in stillness now. Blue water runs in my veins, now I am clean. I carry the knife of this factory, the bowl of this mill. I am come to collect you from your fields and your furnaces. I will gather you into the white clouds. I will gather you to me, and I will take you home.
I'll gather you into the clouds by burning you. Meanwhile, your blood... Well, your blood... Well, this is where it goes. Remember back in Amnesia when they were torturing and killing, you know, just one person at a time to get the vitae, to get the power they needed to do whatever they were going to do? Well, here are the exsanguinated and bloody corpses of potentially all of London, or at least enough of London to fill this massive, boundless hangar with blood to collect the vitae, to bring about something bigger than Alexander ever could have dreamed of.
Hear me, Mandus. My gears are adjust. My steam is built. Soon I will spill that blue water and split the egg, the atom, my soul, and there will be a very great burning that we might make the world clean. Be proud, for this is your doing. Until you steeped me in the blood of your own, I was nothing but rotten architecture. You have made me, and I will make the world anew.
I walked the tunnels where no human has trod before, I'm sure of that. It's just me and him now. Frost forms on my coat sleeves. The deathly still in the freezing air tell me that I am close. Yeah. He made a computer. Well, the engineer made a computer. Alexander made the engineer. Hi there, Quenta. This is my second time playing this game.
But why did you take my children?
Madness. Of all the blood we have spilled together, the first drops fell from your hands alone.
Then I am damned for a filicide, and everything is lost.
The Orgone distribution tanks. I think this is where we meet the Electro Pig. You'll recognize this from the very, very beginning, the cold open of the game. Shit. Yeah, also, those Electro Pigs, they phase in and out. Good night, John. Okay, I think I dealt with the Electro Pig. That's good. So I'm pretty close to the end. About partway through chapter 14 out of 16. There's gotta be some kind of door, maybe? Oh, here we go. Salt Ranger raises a good point. The prose in this game is very flowery, but consistently good. I think that its overblownness is very much to its favor. You can tell I'm having a lot of fun reading the journals. I deny you. I am not your chattel. I am not your operator, the monkey to your organ grinder.
Only to save you. Only to spare you. I would have given my soul to spare you this world and its loan. Oh, my children. My children. What have I done? What have I become?
The reason he did it is heartbreaking.
I will put it right, my darlings. All of my wrongs will be righted. All of my sins washed clean.
Yeah, but you can't unkill those kids, man.
I love you, my darlings, and I am sorry. I am sorry for all I have done. I simply loved you all too much for this world.
I search for instruction, for advice, for help in my goals, but in return the system mocks me. Simpleton, it says. You must find your own answers now.
Mandus, put aside your misguided crusade and let me save them. You may hate me, Mandus, but I have seen the future, your 20th century, and let me tell you this, a far greater slaughter awaits you there. I seek to save the world by blood now, before millions fall beneath history, pushed under by blade, bullet, and gas.
So yeah, the machine's plan is to remake the world now, immediately, at the turn of the 20th century, because he has seen what happens if no one intervenes. He has seen the horror, the horror of World War I. Hey, Casca. And I'm down. Kind of remarkable. I mean, World War I is horrifying for many reasons, but it was the industrial scale of it that made it particularly bad, particularly effective. What the engineer seeks to do is use that same industrialized
Have you now, creature?
aspect
I will destroy you.
to stop it,
It is over.
to
It is
avert
time
history.
To end this madness.
world. I am your friend. Mandas, please, I am no more evil than you. We sought the same thing, to save humanity, ridding them of their painful, stupid, pointless lives. Mandas, stop. Think about what you are doing. For your children, Mandas.
Do not speak of my children.
I did not kill your children, Mandas. You sacrificed them on the temple steps, knowing what the coming century would do to them. Your sons will drown, lungs full of mud and shrapnel on the banks of the Somme. You wanted to save them from the horror to come. That is the vision we shared. Everything we have built to avert this coming nightmare. You and I are one. We are the same. Our souls are entangled. We deserve to make them free. I have stood knee-deep in mud and bone and filled my lungs with mustard gas. I have seen 2 brothers fall. I have lain with holy wars and copulated with the autumnal fallout. I have dug trenches for the refugees. I have murdered dissidents where the ground never thaws and starved the masses into pain. A child's shadow burnt into the brickwork. A house of skulls in the jungle. The innocent Mandas trod and bled and gassed and starved and beaten and murdered and enslaved. This is your coming century. They will eat the Mandas. They will make pigs of you all, and they will bury their snouts into your ribs, and they will eat your hearts. Please, Mandas, no. For your children.
I lay there and watched the god I had created die. At the end, when we were cold as the stone we had hewn his body from, when the lights were nearly all extinguished, we heard, in the silent distance, the man-pigs singing to one another. Then, as the last lights were gone, and we lay together in the deep, they drifted away, and all was silent. Such a silence I have never known. And as the dust settled on my open eyes, and we lay together embraced forever, I heard, miles above us, the sounds of the city turning over in its sleep. A church bell ringing out, and in that moment, the new century was born.
So that's A Machine for Pigs. Not as mechanically satisfying as the first game, which is great. You know, you can't really throw any shade its way. It's definitely a Chinese room game. I like the story in this quite a bit. It's definitely overstated. It's definitely ramshackle. However, it is satisfying in that while the first Amnesia takes place out in the middle of nowhere and deals primarily with cosmic concerns, this one is in the heart of civilization, at the border between two centuries, and deals with the horrors in the immediate past, the Gilded Age, the industrialization, the filth and exploitation, things like that, and looks forward. It's literally, it takes place on New Year's Eve, before the 20th century. And, it's about kind of those two things. It's about something in a really satisfying way, I think. So, I don't know. It's neat. I don't know that it's essential if you're like way into the original Amnesia. Yeah, so this is the last stream for a little bit. My next streams will be in the new house toward the end of September. We're coming up on a year of mostly consistent streaming. Maybe missed a couple of weekends or a couple of days here and there, but starting back with The Evil Within back on September 15th, been doing it steady. And thank you very much, everybody, for watching. You know the stuff to do on Twitch, following and subscribing, on YouTube, subscribing. Yeah. So, I am going to go to bed. I have a long Monday tomorrow, not as long as Jala's, but still plenty to do, and not enough energy to squeeze out more tonight. Take care, everybody. Oh, there's a quote here. The party that leans upon the workers but serves the bourgeoisie in the period of the greatest sharpening of the class struggle cannot but sense the smells wafted from the waiting grave. Leon Trotsky. Okay. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you in a few weeks.